Why do you wake up exhausted after a full night's sleep and still scroll TikTok until your eyes burn? Why do you say yes when you want to scream no? Stay in a job that drains your soul. Why do you feel guilty when someone does something nice for you? Or feel like punching a wall when someone cuts in line? Here's the truth they never taught you in school. You're not broken. You're prehistoric. Your brain wasn't built for calendars, traffic, or Slack notifications. It was built to help you survive in a world of wild animals, starvation, and tribal politics. And now, in a world of oat milk lattes and 5G, that same brain is glitching, trying to protect you from dangers that no longer exist. But what if you could finally see the code? What if you could spot the 8 ancient instincts silently hijacking your life and flip the switch? Let's uncover what's really driving your stress, your fears, your guilt, and how to take your power back. 1. The broken sleep pattern. You're not lazy, you're prehistoric. Ever hit a wall at 2 p.m. like you've just run a marathon, even after sleeping a full night? Or suddenly feel wide awake at 3 a.m., staring at the ceiling? That's not just poor sleep hygiene. That's biphasic sleep. The 2-part sleep cycle that once helped our ancestors survive. For thousands of years, humans didn't sleep in one continuous chunk. They'd sleep for a few hours, wake in the middle of the night, often to stoke the fire, look out for danger, or, let's say, repopulate. Then they'd go back to sleep before rising with the sun. Daytime naps weren't laziness. They were strategic energy conservation, especially in sweltering heat where moving too much meant death. Today, you've got a 9 to 5, fluorescent lights, buzzing phones, and 0 saber-tooths to dodge. Yet your brain still operates on ancient sleep logic. The fix? Stop punishing yourself for needing rest. Build small, guilt-free recovery rituals into your afternoon. You're not broken. You're just out of sync with your original programming. 2. The herd instinct. Why you conform, even when it's dumb. Imagine this. You're walking downtown, and suddenly everyone around you stops and looks. Up. Without thinking, you look too. You have no idea what you're looking at. And it doesn't matter. Your ancient brain just screamed, follow the tribe or die. In prehistoric times, reacting with the group could literally save your life. If everyone ran, you ran too, or risk becoming dinner. This survival mechanism meant safety, food, and social belonging. Today, this instinct makes you hit buy on trending products, repost viral lies, and doubt your own opinions because others think differently. Why? Because your brain rewards conformity with dopamine. Standing out once meant exile. Today, it means growth. How to hack this? Get curious about your knee-jerk join-in responses. Ask, is this helping me survive, or just helping me fit in? 3. The reciprocity trap. Why you can't say no. You walk into a store, and someone hands you a free sample. 10 minutes later, you're at the checkout with a product you never needed. That's not weak willpower. That's tribal debt logic kicking in. In our evolutionary past, favors weren't optional. They were survival contracts. You share meat today, I share berries tomorrow. If someone helped you and you didn't return the favor, you risked being ousted from the tribe. Today, this hardwiring gets manipulated. Marketers, co-workers, even strangers, they all unconsciously trigger this need in you. You'll say yes. When you want to say no, you'll buy things you don't want because someone was so nice. The insight? Learn to notice the discomfort of not reciprocating and choose not to act on it. Gratitude is powerful. Guilt is not. 4. Fear of the unknown. The monster in the modern closet. Why are you so nervous trying a new dish? Why does applying for a different job feel terrifying, even if you hate the one you have? Because to your ancestral brain, the unknown equals death. Rustling in the bushes? Could be a breeze. Could be a bear. Try a new berry? Could be food. Could be fatal. That's how your genes survived, by assuming the worst and running. Now, that same wiring has you frozen in analysis paralysis. You'd rather suffer something bad that's familiar than risk something uncertain that might be great. You mistake routine for safety. You equate change with catastrophe. Breakthrough moment? Not every risk is a tiger in the dark. Train your brain to associate unfamiliar with opportunity, not doom. Start small. Try a new route home, a new workout, a new food. Every small yes tells your brain, I explored and lived. 5. The control complex. Why everything feels like a crisis. Ever feel tension in your jaw during traffic? Or panic when plans change? That's not OCD. That's your survival system short-circuiting ancient humans who controlled their environment, stored food, built shelter, planned hunts, survived. Those who winged it? Extinct. Control. Once meant life. Now, it just means stress. You try to control your inbox, your spouse, the weather, your Wi-Fi speed. And when you can't, your brain reacts like you're being attacked. You press imaginary brakes while someone else drives. You yell at your phone for lagging. Solution: let go strategically. Accept that control is helpful until it becomes an illusion. Focus on what you can control. Mindset, effort, reaction. Relinquish the rest. That's not failure. That's wisdom. 6. Loss aversion. Why losing feels like dying. Imagine. You find $100. You smile. Now imagine losing $100. You spiral. Why is loss twice as painful as gain is joyful? Because back then, losing a spear meant you couldn't hunt. Losing a fire meant freezing. Losing food meant death. Evolution taught us, protect what you have or perish. Today, that same wiring causes you to cling to toxic jobs, broken relationships, and junk you'll never use, simply because it's already yours. You fear letting go more than you fear missing out. Shift the script. Ask, what's the cost of holding on? What's the gain of letting go? Loss feels heavy, but sometimes that's just the weight of growth. 7. Status anxiety. The silent saboteur. You see a friend's tropical vacation on Instagram, and suddenly, your day feels gray. You hear a coworker got promoted, and now your confidence crumbles. Your ancient brain isn't shallow. It's strategic. In tribes, status meant access, food, mates, safety, leadership. Low status meant suffering. Today, that status radar still pings, but now it's tracking likes, titles, handbags. It's toxic, because now you're not just surviving, you're comparing, constantly. Fix the lens. Trade how do I rank for how do I grow. Your worth isn't found in a follower count. It's in how you show up for yourself and others when no one's watching. 8. The fairness rage. Why you can't let go someone cuts in line. You burn with anger. Someone takes 2 freebies. You want to scream. Your brain sees this as injustice. And injustice in tribal times meant survival threats. If one person hoarded food or skipped out on work, the tribe could collapse. So nature built a radar for cheaters, freeloaders, unfairness. It floods your body with rage to make sure you never forget. But today, you stew over petty slights. You rage scroll news. You lose sleep over people who broke rules you never agreed to. The key? Yes, fairness matters, but peace matters more. Ask, is this fight protecting anyone, or just poisoning me? Rage feels powerful, but letting go? That's real strength. So here's the truth. You're not broken. You're brilliantly evolved, just misaligned. Your brain isn't sabotaging you. It's trying to protect a version of you that hasn't existed in thousands of years. Modern peace means ancient rewiring. It means learning to notice your instincts and lovingly override them. The next time you feel out of control, unfairly treated, obsessed with status, or stuck in fear, pause, ask, is this a survival instinct or a signal to evolve? That's not weakness, that's awareness, and it just might save your modern life. Subscribe for more deep dives on the psychology of being human. You're not alone in this.